I let the emotions get the best of me and pretty much played the last 3 games with a broken hand. So.
Well, did he have a broken hand or not?
Officially,
well, of course, because he did.
His comment, Skip. Gale force winds. E5. Winds up to 300 miles an hour. Board up, Skip.
The first round series that LeBron James has lost in his career.
My ankle was the only thing that was kind of bothering me. Well, obviously bothered me in the later stage of the season, and never fully got back to before the injury.
Nick Wright has selected.
Wow.
The Los Angeles
Lakers. Not even 7.
But we were just hit with injuries after injuries after injuries, and it was just hard to come back from that.
When you zoom out and really look at LeBron James' 22 seasons in the NBA, here's the uncomfortable truth. In 18 of those years, he failed to get the job done. And like clockwork, every single time that happens, what do we see next? In the days, the weeks, and sometimes months after, LeBron James is running the same tired play, dodging accountability, sidestepping critics, and, of course, rolling out excuse after excuse like it's part of his contract. And the wildest part, nobody in the mainstream calls him on it. His fan base? Silent. The big sports networks? They give him a pass every single time. Here we are, this man is almost 40, and somehow he's still running the same scam. Foul on DiVincenzo. Third one. Yeah, miss me with that. Because when we're talking about an athlete of LeBron's supposed caliber, an all-time legend, a Hall of Fame lock, pulling the injury card every time things go south, that's not just weak. It's embarrassing. But LeBron? He doesn't play by normal rules. He'll twist the narrative however he needs to, just to keep that halo shining. And if you want to trace this behavior back, let's go. Let's rewind to 2010 Boston series. This is where the LeBron excuse era really began. Quick context, the Cavs were the favorites. Heavy favorites. Boston, people said they were washed, old, on their last legs. All the pressure, right on Cleveland. And before the series even tipped off, what started popping up? Oh, LeBron's battling this mysterious elbow issue. If you ask me, that injury was nothing more than a soft landing in case Cleveland collapsed. And look at the first 3 games, LeBron, bad elbow and all, was torching Boston like normal. Cavs up 2-1, no problem. But then boom, next 3 games, LeBron's play craters. Celtics win 3 straight, and suddenly that elbow starts getting brought up a lot more. LeBron, late in the series, launches a 3 that barely touches rim, and somehow we're supposed to believe the elbow just flared up out of nowhere. That whole injury story, it stayed vague, unexplained, and honestly, it became the blueprint for every excuse LeBron's pulled since. Whether it's his elbow, his ankle, his groin, his pinky toe, there's always this fog around how hurt he really is. And look, I'll be fair, early in his career, Cleveland, Miami, second Cleveland stint, LeBron's excuses were sprinkled here and there. Annoying? Sure, but manageable. But LeBron in Los Angeles? It's like every year, the excuse factory adds a new wing. Just look at this season versus Minnesota. The Lakers were the 3 seed, came in as the favorites, and then got smacked around 4-1, like they didn't belong on the same court. And you'd think after that beatdown, LeBron would do the honorable thing, take it on the chin, go home, and start the offseason quietly. But nah, that's not how this man operates. Around mid-January, when Anthony Davis went down, the Lakers started playing small ball, no real center, scrambling on defense. And when LeBron got asked about whether that style finally caught up to them in the playoffs, he hit him with the classic no comment. Wouldn't back up AD, wouldn't own the result. And then, right on cue, came the annual drama. Will he retire? Will he come back? He's thinking about it. Bro, we've seen this movie too many times. That right there is the LeBron special. The fake retirement tease, the phantom injury, and the inevitable call for more help. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's who he is. And let's be honest, the whole retirement dance? It's not just old, it's corny. LeBron doesn't want to walk away. What he wants is a farewell tour so massive it makes Kobe's look like an open mic night. He craves that send-off, the spotlight, the center stage. The guy is obsessed with controlling the narrative and the sports media. ESPN, FS1, they're always ready to play along every single year. The whole season, they pump him up. Every triple-double, every deep 3 gets plastered everywhere. But the minute he gets bounced, suddenly it's injuries. Bad roster, no help. Wash, rinse, repeat. And here's where we draw the line. Let's talk about someone who did it the right way. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Because Jordan's mindset, his code, his DNA, it's the exact opposite of LeBron's. Let's start with something basic, shaking hands after Jordan, after getting bullied by the Pistons year after year. When it was finally over, he shook their hands like a LeBron. Over and over again, skips the handshake, dips early, shows no respect. And when people call him on it, here comes excuse number 78. Says he had to leave early for treatment. There's literally a clip where he claims he needed to start his process in the locker room. Yeah, okay. LeBron walked off with 10 seconds still left, and when reporters asked, he brushed it off, a little frustration, a little thinking the game was up. Even admitted he's done it before, and yeah, he'll do it again. It's second nature now. Honestly, that whole treatment excuse, it's so lazy, it's almost disrespectful to the audience. Like, at least come up with a clever lie. Now, let's flip back to MJ. When Jordan got hurt, he didn't use it as a shield, he weaponized. 1988 against Cleveland, Game 1, Jordan tweaks his knee, stays in, finishes the game. And for the rest of the series, while limping around, MJ went nuclear. Game 2, 55 points. Game 3, 38. Game 4, 44. Game 5, 39 to close him out. Dude averaged 44 a night on 56% shooting while hobbled. That's what greatness looks like. And next year against the Knicks, same script. Hurts his groin in Game 3 after dropping 40 points with 15 boards. Next night, back-to-back, he torches them for 47 points on nearly 70%. Then 38, then 40. That's MVP stuff. Jordan didn't just play through pain, he leveled up. And here's the real kicker. 30, 40 years later, nobody remembers injury. No one cares. Fans just look at who delivered. If you step on that court, you're expected to perform. Period. That's the cold truth LeBron still refuses to accept. And before we wrap this up, let's not let the media off. ESPN, Fox Sports, all the LeBron hype machine, they do this every year. Right before the playoffs, they lose their mind. Lakers to the final. Lakers in 5. Go ahead, make your prediction. But here's where it gets pathetic. As soon as they lose early, suddenly, the same people who hyped them up start crying about the roster, the injuries. It's a joke. Connect the dots. Use some logic. LeBron isn't that guy. He never has been. The only throne he sits on? The king of excuses. And that's where I'll leave it. Everything that needs to be said has been said. LeBron's been running this playbook for 22 years, and I promise you, he's going to keep doing it for the next decade. Maybe 2. Thanks for watching. Smash that like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.